This is the Real Pod Newscast with Levon Putney with a quick check on what's going on. So here's my man to get into it.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to this 140th Real Pod Newscast. And after Friday, that's all there will be. No more bonus daily celebrity birthdays. Still taking up too much time after cutting back from the Tuesday and Friday newscast, I started with. But once I got on with iHeart and got back to working full time, had to free up some time for myself. And I thought daily B-days with one cast a week would work, but not quite. It hadn't worked out that way. So after this week, one Wednesday newscast per week, and I may be able to tack on an extra story or two within that, but it'll be the same. And I'll just have to summarize the week's celebrity birthdays at the end. But let's go ahead. Let's get going. I threw a couple extra stories into this one I couldn't pass on. So yeah, let's jump in.
My favorite stories of the day.
And we'll start with UPI's story on the 9-year-old kid in Kentucky who either broke or set a new Guinness World Record in their under 16s category for the fastest time to draw and complete a hopscotch run, which the 9-year-old did in 48.27 seconds. Drew out 10 squares and chalk, grabbed a rock, and got the hopscotching. And now this kid's in the books, and that's cool. And it's really something anybody can do. I mean, WBKO 13 News, they talked with the 10-year-old, and turns out he told them he only did it because his dad has a record. And his brother just set one a few months ago. He said they just went through the books, found the hopscotch record that either someone else set before or he would be the first to do, and went through the verification process because his dad and brother already knew how. But hey, like I said, anyone can do this. Right on Guinness's website, I checked. It's right there. They offer to take people through the process of finding a record. And just for the record, this is not a paid advertisement. I just enjoy the silliness of Guinness World Records, like innocent fun. Now, what is not innocent fun is having to go to the sheriff's office for a court-ordered P-test. But that's what this 52-year-old Central Florida man had to do in Flagler County last Tuesday the 14th when News 6 Orlando is reporting the guy drove there for the P-test with a suspended license. Now, deputies knew he had a suspended license, so this dude walks in for the P-test. They find out he drove and then arrested him for driving with the suspended license. That violated the felony probation for burglaries and thefts that had them wanting to test his P in the first place, and not sure if they ever got around to it.
Why do I make poor decisions, man? Poor fucking decisions, man. Fucking stupid, man.
See, that's the guy being recorded in the backseat of the patrol car after being arrested again, and he apparently did not know the Flagler County Sheriff's Office put cameras on them since it caught him pondering his life choices while slowly and slyly pulling something out from his pants and tossing it all over to the well between the seat and the door in the back seat. The same door a sheriff's deputy opened to talk to him.
What is this?
What?
What is this stuff?
What is it?
What is this?
What is it? I don't see nothing, bro.
Sheriff's deputies say this 52-year-old man had a pee bag filled with clean pee attached to a dildo, maybe with a pee hole, all strapped in around his groin so he could whip out for a urine sample.
James, I have you on video pulling out a pee bag and a dildo out of your pants, okay? I'm not stupid. I clean this car every day. I'm responsible for what is in this car. I would know if there's a pee bag and a goddamn dildo in my car.
Hey, seems some people who know they make bad decisions tend to look like they make bad decisions, like deciding no one is watching them in this day and age of cameras, watching everybody everywhere, especially around police. He violated probation, plus had evidence tampering and defrauding of drug test charges stacked on, held in jail without bail. In Lebanon, Tennessee, Friday before last, on the 10th, police were called to a Walmart there in the overnight hours when now only workers are supposed to be there stocking shelves and cleaning up since, Walmarts are no longer open 24 hours. But some guy snuck into this one. And so WSMV4 is reporting officers showed up and were told this man just started wilding out. So they ran in and were pointed to where he was in the dog food aisle, lying on a pallet of dog food bags, naked. Which may explain why WSMV4's story said that man jumped up and ran straight to the clothing section once officers tried handcuffing him. Police's account to Channel 4 and WKRN ABC2 both did not say if they let the man get dressed before taking him off or if he even had clothes on before breaking in. Maybe he left him in a pile next to the dog food. We don't know. But we do know public intoxication was one of his several charges, and that says a lot of what anyone would already guess. Now, this next story coming up could be either a case of distraction or killing two birds with one stone. Hey, back on Monday of last week, the 13th, NBC4 Washington is reporting a guy walked into a pet store at a shopping center strip mall in Beltsville, Maryland, and the reporter talked with staff there who had seen the guy almost every day the past week or so. So they thought nothing of seeing him go to the pet adoption area that day near the cage that held a 3-month-old black and white tuxedo kitten that they named Magnolia. It's where the guy had been hanging, they said, so they didn't think anything of it, nothing weird, until their surveillance video caught him unlocking the cage when no one was around, taking little Magnolia and running out of the store at that point with the kitty, straight across the parking lot and into the PNC Bank branch in the same strip mall, where they say he handed the little furball Magnolia to the clerk there. And from there, Prince George's County Police say the guy wrote a note to the teller to let her know that all he wanted was the money. He did not get all the money.
1034, number one male, mid-20s, wearing yellow shirt, black beanie, unknown color pants, possibly has a cat with him.
News 4 got the 911 audio from police. Now, both NBC and ABC7 said the guy was arrested right there at the bank. So whether the kitty was a distraction or one of two shopping items on this man's theft list, don't know. Innocent until proven guilty. But if proven to be the very dude caught on surveillance videos, snatching the little Magnolia and taking her across the lot and inside a bank just to hand to a teller while he writes a note to tell the teller it was a robbery, then one would definitely figure Magnolia was meant to be a distraction, but might have hoped to also run off with the whole kitty and caboodle, if you will. Now, the robber did have to have an inflated sense of hopefulness if snatching a kitten from a pet store in the same damn strip mall as the bank he then tried to rob next. Well, cops say they took the man to jail, returned the kitten Magnolia to the pet shop, where a staffer told NBC News 4 in D.C. that Magnolia is still up for adoption there in Beltsville.
She is looking for a law-abiding citizen with a lot of love in their heart.
Law-abiding. NBC 4 caught a good story there with some good sound, too. Another angry beaver. And this one attacked a couple of folks in upstate New York's Lake George over the 4th of July weekend. NBC5 in nearby Burlington, Vermont, is reporting one of the swimmers got jumped by a young-looking beaver, so pushed it off, but it came back biting. So the other said they snatched the little beaver and threw it as far as they could, and they got out of that lake at that point. Now, getting rabies shots, that's good, but the little biting beaver got away. Not good. And this is the third angry beaver story I can recall running the past few months. One in Toms River here in New Jersey, ended up in the backseat of a patrol car. Look that up, there is a picture. Another attacked a kid in a North Jersey lake and got punted like a football by the older adult that was there. And now this third one. Well, this third time's a charm for reminding folks, if a beaver is out in the open coming towards you like it wants you, run or swim away. Normal beavers won't usually make the first move. It's those angry ones. And then they'll infect you with rabies or whatever's making them angry. General rule in life, stay away from anger. Back in a moment.
Blazing the best hip-hop, R&B, reggae, soca.
You can get the Jams Podcast mix on Amazon Music, Audible, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, and Deezer. Download the podcast for free.
It's Jams Hour Mix with Greg H.
People too.
Silky Way hair conditioning at better beauty stores everywhere.
And now, a moment of peace.
Safari over. Grab that mic and recorder. Let's go. Simba, it is all yours, buddy. Let's get the hell out of here. Got me messing with these cats.
Thank you for this moment of calmness, brought to you by the ASMR Network.
And now for the world around us.
The weekend before last in Australia at the Ipswich Arts Festival, over 600 trombone players all got together in one ensemble to form the largest gathering of people getting hit in the back of the head by a trombone. It is how I suspected it would look, but nah, the Ipswich First City Council site had this piece, which included a picture to see they were all spaced out in rows in front of the others, and these 600-plus trombone players played the 76 trombones, name of the piece, and in the process, broke a Guinness World Record for largest trombone ensemble. The old record was 368, set in Washington, D.C. back in 2012. Now, aside from Trombone Shorty, it's just nice to know there are over 600 trombone players in the country. Hey, want to know just how much we humans cannot see the forest for the trees? Rhetorically speaking, researchers are just now realizing this little monkey with tan skin-colored lips that they've been seeing and taking pictures of back in 2008 even in the Lomani National Park in the Democratic Republic of Congo is an entirely new species the whole time. Sky News is reporting they've seen these little monkeys for years and took pictures of them 18 years ago, like I said, in a forest where they should have seen the monkeys were on trees. Sky News is saying locals named the species Laquelli, but was not officially declared a new species until research findings were posted in the scientific journal PLOS1 or PLOS One. Back it
up your
A sweet scent. Leg and Hammer Toe's newest best-smelling laundry detergent ever.
Just keep your nose away from my...
Available in stores nowhere.
He'll never do. But, ooh.
Ladies, are you tired of matching with guys on singles apps?
Yes, you could have stopped right there.
Only to get unsolicited pics of peckers?
Ugh.
Well, try Stumble. The Stumble dating app gives women the power to choose whether to see explicit pictures.
Nice. Nope.
Pics sent only after the sender fills out a required description.
And be honest.
And our embedded AI assistant Becky is teachable.
I do not want any man who talks about politics, D&D, or...
What's up with what's going down, though?
Yeah, because whatever happened to good old-fashioned push-ups and crunches, jumping jacks and burpees? Doing all this old school stuff will get our heart rates going, but nah, not nowadays. Nowadays, we need stuff to exercise. Hey, stuff is good. I like stuff like those Peloton bikes. Great idea. Weights, machines. Hey, these smart big touchscreen mirrors even that project the workouts, all good stuff. But stripper poles, not good stuff. Not too many dads in the world will like that stuff in his daughter's living room either. It's just asking for trouble on different levels.
And immediately I'm in shock because I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot be happening to me.
ABC 13 Eyewitness News in Houston ran a story on how this woman in H-Town had just gotten a stripper pole 3 days prior to Monday the 6th when she decided to record herself, getting in a little workout on the pole set up in the living room with an instructor on the TV screen and a ceiling fan less than 5 feet away from the pole, as was an air vent and a fire sprinkler. Setting this all up like a Final Destination scene. You know, we see all the possible problems, but we do not see all the possible problems until it's a problem. This lady set up a stripper pole without anchoring it to the ceiling and floor. So guess what it did the moment she grabbed on, let loose, and started kicking her legs around it? Yep. It's audible. From the video she took of herself and posted on Instagram, that pole broke loose, hit the fire sprinkler, flooding her apartment, getting some water in her downstairs neighbor's unit even, and also getting her kicked out of her apartment. It's all to say, stripper poles have their place. Strip clubs, gyms, bedrooms even, and could fit in a living room away from a water sprinkler, ceiling fan, or anything glass, as long as the installer anchors the doggone thing to the ceiling and floor. Hey, before practicing like they're dancing for a stud, they need to find one behind the ceiling drywall.
Please do subscribe to the audio version of The Goodness Factor with Shelley Wade podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and subscribe to the video version of the podcast on the YouTube channel, The Goodness Factor with Shelley Wade.
But now the girls got me in a big dark bus. I used to have a Benz called Twinkle. Now all I want is a little sprinkle. And no other girl will come around. And when they do, she sprinkles them too. It's a big old party. I got a freaky voodoo woman.
Oh, slimy, slimy, I want to want me.
Come on and sprinkle me, baby. I'm too cool to be embarrassed.
And that's it for another Real Pod newscast. Hey, thanks as always for listening. Really appreciate it. Song credits for the newscast and this final week of daily birthdays. They're on the way by Saturday. Posted on the show's Facebook page. Have a great one. Back with tomorrow's celebrity birthdays tomorrow.
This has been the Real Pod Newscast with Levon Putney from Show Enough Productions. And for more, hit up the website, realpodnewscast.com. That's real with 2 E's. This is Big Daddy Marty Allen. Thanks for listening.
I would know if there's a pee bag and a goddamn dildo in my car.
Show enough.